I'm joined back again with Ben Fulford. We're sitting at a very lovely Thai restaurant in the middle of Hinagashira Park. And it's on the way here we just talked a bit about conspiracy culture and the problems that inherent within such as...
Yeah, what they tell brainwashed intellectuals is that conspiracy theorists believe that there is an agent behind events, whereas in fact they're just random. And
so that's the idea.
And that's how they try to keep these people from believing this stuff. But the fact of the matter is that there are always people conspiring, trying to shape events, and they may not succeed. So, a good example is World War II. You have these people in the U.S. military saying we'll be in Berlin by December. But then you have the Nazi headquarters with their plans, and they have the Battle of the Bulge, and it ends up they're not in Berlin until May. So you do have people actively trying to shape world events.
Yeah. And it's a bit of a sort of a lazy thing to say intellectually that no one's in control. When you see wars, who manipulates armies to fight the wars?
Yeah.
That's a simple statement simple question you ask. But yeah, of course.
So of course, and then they associate everything with that to try to prevent people from thinking about who is in charge of events. And the important thing to remember, most of all, is that finance is the process of deciding what humanity will do in the future. And that has been stolen from us by some very greedy, nasty gangsters. That's the essence of the problem. Now, getting back to this, UFO, all this crazy stuff that they're trying to associate with it, well...
But is generally, I don't like to make the association, but generally that's how it is. Is you believe that, you believe this, you believe that, that's what happens.
When I classify information, I use the classic example, right? Suppose someone says they saw a sea monster. Then there's 4 possibilities. 1, they saw a sea monster. 2, they hallucinated. 3, they're lying. 4, they saw something else and mistook it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't really know anything except that this person is saying that. Now suppose that you have the next stage. You have a bunch of veteran sea captains, reliable witnesses saying they saw some unknown creature in the ocean. Say, okay, maybe there's something to it. Let us send an expedition over to see. They send an expedition and they get some videos of some unknown creature. And they say, okay, we believe there's something there, but we're not sure. And it could be a fake video. We can't be 100% sure, but we really should look into this some more. Then they go and they catch one. They bring it back to port. They dissect it, they take its DNA, they take photographs. Anybody can come and see it. Then they name it, they call it a whale. And then they teach it in the schools. So when you're dealing with, outrageous claims, you have to see what evidence there is. And so I listen to all this information and I classify it according to how reliable. So a lot of stuff they tell me about clones. UFOs, all that kind of stuff. I don't put it in the fourth category because there's evidence of all sorts, but there's no proof.
Right.
And you just can't say it. And but one thing for sure is that if it is true that there are aliens all over the planet and there are portals to other dimensions and stuff, then clearly we are not allowed to leave this planet. We're under quarantine. Can you go to the nearest spaceport and get a ticket to another planet? No.
I'd like to be able to, but no, not really.
So basically we have to assume it's up to us on this planet to solve our own problems. So I'm not going to wait around for some giant spaceship to rescue us.
Or Planet X and their...
And the other thing is we know from Werner Braun's, the guy who invented rocketry, secretary, that they were planning a fake alien invasion. So my own belief is that they're planning a genocide and they're going to carry it out using a fake alien invasion.
That's a big one, because I've heard Ronald Reagan say that very claim with Gorbachev saying, wouldn't it be better if we could just have some alien threat from outer space, and that'll get us together and help get the human race solving their problems together.
But you see, it creates a dictatorship by these scumbags, you know, and we don't want them in charge.
So on the point of disinformation, there's a lot of interesting claims being made about a planet X from the solar system far away coming to interfere with...
There are all sorts of different stories, and they all have the same origin. They come from the CIA.
That's what I was getting at.
They all involve large amounts of people dying. It's Planet X, or it's the good aliens versus bad aliens, or it's the end of the world, or it's the photon belt, or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
They all seem to be designed to get people to accept that there's going to be a lot of people dead, killed, and there's nothing you can do about it.